Welcome back to the Cousins Who Disney channel. I'm always gonna laugh when I say that. I feel like we should have the mouse thing do the wall.
However you do that, I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah. Anywho, I'm Misty.
I'm Tammy.
And today we are going to talk about our least favorite animated Disney movies. Because...
oh golly, okay.
Yeah, we've already talked about our favorites, which you can watch in the video linked in the description box below. But we all have our least favorites. The ones that, you know, we watch
and we don't like
once, maybe twice. Or, you know, when someone in the family goes, I've never seen that movie, and you act all, oh, you have to watch that movie, even though you know it's
secretly.
Like your least favorite movie ever.
Ew.
But, you know.
But not with me. Go watch it on your own.
Exactly. Or, like, you see it pop up on Netflix all the time, and you're just like, I'm really not in the mood to watch that. So these are our least favorite of the Disney movies, and this is just animated only. This is not live action or Marvel or Star Wars or any of those other properties.
Marvel, Star Wars, what?
Yeah, I know.
Sorry.
There are those people in the world.
I know. You can't.
But, so these are just the least favorite animated one. So I will start. My very least favorite one is Pete's Dragon.
That's not animated.
Is it? I think it's
like
animated.
live action / animated.
So what is the category does it fall into?
Live action / animated.
That's like
a
3.
I know.
Fine. Then Dumbo.
Oh, Dumbo. Oh, no.
I mean, it's just
so
sad. And
it's
I also
so
think it's
sad
and vaguely racist.
And, well, I don't think I've seen it since I was a kid. I haven't even shown it to my kids, which, like, my husband says we need to fix that, which we do.
You do.
But,
I mean, going back to the conversation we just had.
I was a kid, you know, when I watched it last, so I don't remember racist, but I remember being terrified by that pink elephants on parade.
The pink elephants on parade.
Like, it terrified me.
Oh, that's like worse than the Willy Wonka boat scene. It was so scary. That's worse than the Willy Wonka boat scene.
Yeah, the Willy Wonka boat scene I don't remember scaring me so much.
I just remember being
just thinking it was really weird.
Like, I just remember being creepy, freaky, but yeah, Dumbo, I mean, it's sad, it's scary.
It's so sad, you just bawl your eyes out.
You don't understand the point, like, he's an elephant. Like, he's cute. I will give him that, he's cute.
He's a cute little elephant.
His ride is really fun at Disney World. So good job, Dumbo.
And he's got the cute little Timothy Mouse sidekick, right?
Yeah, Timothy Mouse is great.
The cute little drummers.
Yeah.
Majorette, drum, whatever they call that thing. Cute little costume.
Drum major?
That's it. Drum major.
I was like, it's not a majorette.
Whatever. But yeah, don't like that. I agree with you on that one.
Okay.
Okay.
Your turn.
Snow White, sorry. I know, it started it all.
And it's its 80th anniversary month.
I know, so sorry, Disney. Happy birthday, Snow White.
You look great for 80.
Seriously, you do. Again, it was kind of dark for a kid's, but like when the wicked stepmother goes to, I mean, she's multiple times trying to murder this poor little 13-year-old girl. Like straight up trying to murder her. And when she goes to cast the spell for the poison apple, like she's pulling all these books and there's like little cartoon skull and crossbones coming up from them, and one of them says like black magic or dark magic on it. I mean, it's like, it's really seriously creepy.
Yeah. I
always loved the dwarfs and like I loved the dancing scene. I mean, that's the thing. It's one of my least favorite movies, but I love that scene when they're like clapping
Dopey
and dancing
is just
and singing.
Adorable.
Dopey's hysterical.
Dopey's just, I mean, for being
I have a Dopey mug upstairs.
He's cute.
But overall, like, if I had to pick a Disney movie to watch, that would be one of my bottom 3.
Like, you'd have to be really bored.
Yeah.
I mean, my issue, I don't loathe Snow White. It's just, I'm sick of Snow White because my little sister watched Snow White so many times.
I know I just said it's one of my least favorite Disney movies, but like, you're sick of Snow White.
Yes. Because
also her voice is seriously annoying.
It's really high.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
And let's face it, the prince has got a stupid name.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. But my little sister watched Snow White all the time.
Seriously?
Yes.
Abby, seriously?
Yes.
Okay.
I think she got it as a gift from somebody and was really excited about it and just watched Snow White on loop. And I know that somebody will tell me that I do the same thing, but I don't think mine are annoying.
Okay. What do you have others that you'd like to add to this?
Yes, Bambi.
Bambi, yeah, sorry. I agree.
Bambi's just, I mean, I love Flower.
Thumper's cute.
Thumper's cute. Baby Bambi is cute. But
it's another one of those that
whole thing with the mother dying. Spoiler alert, by the way. And just like the forest fire.
And it just, maybe it's part of it is because it seems like there's so little plot to it that it just seems like it's 5 hours long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We just don't like old Disney.
So basically, we like Cinderella and Sleeping Beauty.
I mean, that's
those are the older
ones. Other video, I believe.
Yeah, those are some of our favorites.
Yeah.
Another one I don't really love is Tarzan.
Okay, you shut your mouth. And don't ever let John hear you say that. Oh my gosh.
And here's a fun fact. I just saw Tarzan for the first time like 3 weeks ago.
Oh my gosh.
No, not 3 weeks, because I've been down here for 3 weeks. Like a month and a half ago.
Do not ever let John know that. Like that's one of his favorites.
I'm not the biggest Phil Collins fan, and the fact that he did all of the music just like kind of
Oh my gosh.
And it's good, but it's
I
not
can
one of my
hear like
favorites.
the Glenn Close part of singing that song, Come Stop Your Crying, and I will like get chills and start to get weepy. Like
yeah, like I felt like
that is not on my
I feel like
list
my heart is dead when I say that I did not cry at all during that movie. I feel like when I say that, people are gonna look at me going,
poor Misty with no heart.
Oh, you are a cold, frigid-hearted person. But I'm like, it just didn't do it. Your turn.
Oh, okay. I'm so stunned by this Tarzan revelation that my mind is now a complete and total.
Which one were we literally just talking about this morning? Left-Handed Princess.
Oh, Princess and the Frog. Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing. Love the whole her being strong and independent, and love the whole her wanting to start a restaurant. There's so many things about that movie that I think are great, but it just got super boring in the middle.
My whole thing was this,
like we had to, like when we showed this to our kids were still like, they're not the ages they were now, that we watched it when it first came out on video.
I they're not the ages that they are.
Well, you know, it's not like we just showed it to them recently, like 6 months ago. We didn't see it in theaters. We saw it we rented it when it came out on, like when it Vudu or whatever it was that it came out on. We watched it. I don't remember how many years ago that was, but like at one point we had to pause it and tell them they had to stay in the room to keep watching because my kids they'll sit through movies. But it's the whole thing with it got a little too dark with the voodoo guy. It just got a little too dark, and maybe it's just I'm hypersensitive with my kids watching when they were younger, watching things that get to like a certain dark point.
Yeah.
Maybe, I mean, that might, honestly, because when I first saw the Princess and the Frog, I watched it with my kids for the first time. And when I watched Snow White, it was with my kids when they were younger, and I hadn't seen it since I was maybe 10 or younger.
Yeah.
So it might, a lot of these that I don't like might have to do with the fact that I get overly concerned with what my little children are, you know, when they're like 5 and 7 and they're watching something that's really dark, you get a little concerned that you might be damaging their psyche. My friend has this great Beauty and the Beast story that like goes along with that, where her daughter by the end of Beauty and the Beast was like pressed up like this against her and looked at her mom and said, "Why did you make me watch that?" and got off the couch crying. Oh my god. It didn't matter that everyone wound up happy at the end. The Beast terrified this little child and traumatized her so much that yeah, she wouldn't watch any Disney movies for a while.
Good Lord, that poor child.
Poor baby. Yeah.
I mean, what other ones?
It's hard with, I mean, honestly,
it's really
like
harder because there's not a ton that I don't
love.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm just like going through the list and, you know.
What are your thoughts on Pinocchio?
Oh, okay, yeah, that's another one. Again, it's one of the older ones, and it's like, yeah, that's like one of the movies that like helped, actually, did that one? I think that one actually kind of might have made Disney lose money. I just watched a really good documentary on Walt Disney a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, we haven't watched that yet. It's on our list.
And it's the PBS one. It's like Walt's America or something like that. It's really good. You can get it. I think it's streaming on the PBS app. But it really talked about like going into the movies, and like I think Pinocchio might have been one of the ones that maybe lost money for the Walt Disney Corporation.
I remember as a kid.
I mean, really the only thing that many of us remember about that is Jiminy Cricket, because he became like the voice of reason for the entire country.
I remember as a kid, I think the first time I saw it was right around the time when in Sunday school we learned about Jonah and the whale. So for some reason in my brain for a while, Pinocchio and Jonah were somehow connected because of Monstrazzo, the whale or whatever that swallows Pinocchio. So there was a slight embarrassing period of my youth when for a couple weeks or months, like, I couldn't understand why Pinocchio was in a Bible story, and I was just really confused. But
nice.
yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome for that. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna go make her reread the Jonah and the Rail story after this video.
Jonah and the Rail?
Yes, Jonah and the Rail. It's the modern version of Jonah and the Whale. What other ones do I not love?
I mean, honestly, like the Cars franchise.
That's Pixar. We were going with just Disney.
Okay, just Disney.
Oh,
okay.
The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Haven't seen it. We were just discussing that.
We were discussing this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember my number
turn.
one.
It's
My number
my
one.
turn.
Okay, you finish. You finish.
Mine is The Hunchback. It's just, first off, I don't love the music in it. And when you want a Disney animated cartoon, you want super catchy music. And none of those songs really like did it for me. I think the only song that I really remember for that wasn't even in the movie. It was like the end credit movie, and it was like some boy band from like the 90s that isn't around anymore that sang
I feel like there's just like this chunk of time in the 90s where Disney was experimenting with new stuff.
Yeah, and plus it's like, I mean, if we're going to talk about super dark, this
dark.
one takes the cake.
Yeah.
I mean, the Hellfire song is literally about the what's his face's name's like lust for Esmeralda.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's just a bit much for a Disney cartoon. And it's just, I mean, if you've ever read the original story, I mean, granted, the original story is like, you know, creepy dark, like guy like dies clutching a corpse or something like that, but it's just,
again, spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert if you've never read the book. You're welcome. Yeah, it's just not my favorite.
Yeah.
It's like probably like one of my top 2-3 least favorites is Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Okay, so my absolute least favorite that I seriously, I frequently blank this out of my mind because I'm just so Pocahontas. I'm sorry. So historically inaccurate, and I'm like a big history buff, big American history buff especially. Pocahontas. No, I wouldn't even let my kids watch it until 3 years ago, and I made them study and learn all about Native Americans and the real Pocahontas before I would let them watch this, and then they were as horrified as I was. I wasn't crazy about the drawing style of it. I felt it was super angular for some weird reason. I didn't like there was just so much about it. I didn't like the music.
I like Miko. He's cute.
My husband really likes the colors of the John likes the Colors of the Wind song.
I do like the Colors of the Wind song. It's not like, I mean, I wouldn't put it in like my top 2 least favorite Disney movies. That is reserved for Hunchback and like Dumbo. But it's not and going to crack my top 5 or favorites, which you'll see if you watch that video. But I do like the Colors of the Wind song. Mm-hmm. I know, I mean, going into it, I was still in high school when this movie came out, and we had studied Native Americans, I think, in
I grew
9th
up
grade.
Mostly in Virginia. We learned all about Pocahontas.
I grew up in Colorado, where we learned about the gold rush. So Disney hasn't really made a movie about that one yet that I could be like, that's wrong. But I'm sorry, that's wrong. Don't point with the finger.
Don't point.
But even I knew watching it in like my junior year of high school, I was like, that's not right.
That is
that's
so
no. Oh no. But that
rage,
song's really pretty.
Rage.
See, I didn't have the rage that she's experiencing.
Irrational
right now.
anger over a like seriously irrational anger over a cartoon. And then when you meet little kids who have only ever learned about Pocahontas from that cartoon, and they think that everything in that cartoon is historically accurate and the way it happened, no.
I really hope those children realize that, you know, there was no raccoon sidekicks for people back then.
Alrighty then.
So on that note, are you okay? Do you need to be comforted?
No, I think I'm good. Okay, no, comfort me.
This is how we comfort
This is how we
family.
comfort in our house. Thank you, I'm comforted.
You're welcome.
You have to continue doing it until the person says
they're comforted.
that they are comforted.
All right, well, in that
Chloe's favorite.
So those are our least favorite of the animated Disney movies.
Sorry to anyone we offended.
If you have something that's different from ours, like, you know, I don't know, Beauty and the Beast, Alice in Wonderland, I mean, we'll slightly judge you internally, but you can leave those in the comments below.
The judging will be harsh.
And make sure to follow us on social media. We are at Cousins Who Disney at Instagram and Facebook, and Cousins Disney XO on the Twitters.
The Twitters.
The Twitters. And you can find all of those links down below. Till next